for those who don't know, Spike Lee is like my creative director idol. He's the reason I became a filmmaker. Since Malcolm X, 1992, 1992, yeah, 1992, 93. Since Malcolm X, and then I wanted to watch everything he made, and I've been following him ever since. So that is like my ultimate, if I could ever work for somebody, I would love to be mentored by him personally. It is Spike Lee. And a lot of my filmmaking is influenced by his eye as I develop my own. So anyway, I actually met him 2014. 2014. I actually went to the Republic of Brooklyn and went to the 40 Acres place because he was having a pop-up shop. And they had, he was there signing stuff. And I brought my copy of Malcolm X on DVD for him to sign, which he did. And this was my only time meeting him. Actually, story time. One time I had went down to New Orleans for New Orleans Fashion Week, and I was staying at this, I don't even remember the name of the place or whatever. I went down with a guy friend, and it was my very first time going down there as a pit photographer. And if you're at the end of the runway, you see where all the photographers are at the end of the runway, that's the pit. And so I was in the pit, and it was fun. We were like within walking distance from one of the venues, you know, and everything, so it was just cool. Anyway, so I went there, and as I was passing by, I saw, because I've been in the film industry, and I've been on sets, I saw what I call grip trucks. So I'm like, wait a minute, somebody's filming here. And I knew that he was filming in New Orleans, and I was going to New Orleans while he was filming, but I had no clue that I was going to run into him. So as I'm walking, I see down the alley, there's like people filming, right? And I'm just standing there looking, and literally Spike Lee walks out of the alley into the street, and I'm like maybe 10, 15 feet away from him, and I froze. I couldn't say anything. I was just looking at him like Spike Lee is in front of me, like he's right there, like he's literally, I could touch him if I wanted to. He didn't have security or anything around him. I think he was just coming out to like gather his thoughts or whatever. And then somebody came and got him in a golf cart and took him back. And so I'm just standing there, and I'm like, Spike Lee was right there, and I didn't say anything. And so we were there for like 2 or 3 days, and I just kept, every time I would see them in the alley, they were filming Old Boy. This was when he was filming Old Boy. And I'm going back and forth thinking, oh, okay, I'm gonna catch him. And so the next time he was in the alley, so I really couldn't catch him. And I was ready to speak, but I couldn't believe he was like right there, and I couldn't say anything. So then my next time was when at this pop-up shop. And so I went there, and I'm like, oh, and so I had Nick with me, my Nikon. And so I handed it to one of the workers or whatever, because the inside of it is like a gift shop type of thing, but they have offices and stuff, so you can see people working, busy. People were there at the tables, because I brought my DVD, but I also bought the Do the Right Thing book that actually has like his handwritten notes and parts of the script and stuff like that in there. And I got that, and he signed that too. And they were like, oh, you want a picture? And so I handed them my camera. They were like, oh, you got a camera. So I'm like, yeah. So I wanted to tell him, you know, how much I admire him, how much I just turned into the biggest blubbering idiot behind Spike Lee. I wish I had video of me acting. Nobody went with me. I took the train from Jersey, from Newark, walked through Brooklyn by myself. This was during the day. Walked by myself and everything, came in there, put the picture of me and him up. And so, yeah, I got this picture, and I know I was a blubbering idiot. I was telling him how, yeah, I kind of almost met you in New Orleans. I loved your work since I was 13, blah, blah, trying to like spiel. I know he was like, because this was towards the end of the day. And I know he was like, girl, shut up and take this picture and go about your business. It was a long day. But yeah, anytime that I went back to Brooklyn, I would try to stop by. It is like a lifetime goal for me to work on a 40-acre set. Even if I'm not, even if I'm just a PA, I just want to work on a set. I just want to be like watch him work.